Hey, it's Matthew Lee with the Tao of Kung Fu, and today we're going to tack on a couple more cool techniques with the chain whip. So again, you want to make sure to inspect the weapon before you use it so that you're confident that the weapon isn't busted up and you're safe to use it, as well as that's protecting people around you as well. That's one reason why I get to come out to the park a whole lot and do a bunch of Kung Fu with weapons, is because people around me aren't scared, because I'm being really cool and I'm not chucking weapons at them and stuff like that. Again, you want to tie the core of your body to the tip of the whip. And what I mean by that, again, I can't say this enough with this weapon, is that when the tip of the whip is rising, the body is also rising. And when it's sinking, the body's sinking. And it doesn't have to be huge, just a little bit. And then you also want just a little forward and back as well. So it looks a little goofy, but these are kind of the fundamentals you really want to get good with when you start playing with the chain whip. So today we're going to talk about killing the momentum of the whip. This is a really important skill to have with this, because if you make a mistake, but you're sensitive and you know how to kill it, you can really save yourself some lumps and bruises and cuts, and maybe even save a tooth or two by doing these. So if we're doing momentum kills, a couple of the things we want to work with are our forward spin. Once again, right here. Again, an empty hand should be up, and today I'm left foot forward just so I've got a little bit more room. It's on my inside this time, so I'm working with it in here. And then we want to get that focus to where our core is going with the tip of the whip. So as it's going back, my weight's also going back just a little bit. And as it's going up, I know when the tip is up, I know when it's down. I know right where it's at. And we can just tie into the end of the whip with our concentration, and as it starts to sink, if I just sink, it will kill the momentum of the whip. The other thing I can do is a disconnection. So here, I'm all connected. I can feel as this is rotating around, I feel it through the arm, into the core, all the way into my legs, because I'm all connected. And what I can do is I can do a disconnect, where I just break that connection. And as it's coming over, I push it forward more, and instead of that curvature accelerating it, it goes straight, which slows it down. This is it as a circle. It's up, up, and on the next one, I'll go straight and see how it slows it down. If it's going really fast, that just slows it down. So doing a disconnect, but you have to be focused and concentrated on where you are with the whip. You don't want to just disconnect, because it might come back and hit you in the shin or come back into your head. So you want to disconnect in the right spot. So a momentum kill would be like sinking and disconnecting, and that'll work all at once. So you can totally, completely slow it down just like that. If you're doing it over an arm, if you just do this, that's going to accelerate it. But then when I go with it, it will slow it down. So from here, because that will accelerate it, it makes the circle shorter. So you want to go here, and then you can reverse direction, right? Where this is leading to is for certain strikes and things like that, so that you can get snapped. And you're used to where it's going to be going. And if you mess up and make a mistake, you can kill the momentum so that the rebound doesn't come back and hurt you. Because when these rebound, they really rebound, and it's steel. And if it's rebounding back into your face, it's just like a common thing with bull whips, like they showed at Indiana Jones, where he picked up the whip and did it wrong, and it came back, and that was their excuse for the scar he had on his chin, right? So you don't want that scar, even though it looks good on Harrison Ford. the stitches and the pain. When it's a steel whip, maybe the loss of teeth aren't going to look so hot on you or me. So make sure to be practicing your momentum kills, and then again, always review your forward and your reverse spins, and that's going to make a big difference. So even if we're doing a reverse spin, again, I can just sink and kill it. So when it's sinking, I sink and it kills it. I can also just do a little bit of a disconnect, right? So either one of those are going to be momentum killers, and it's going to help you with the control over this whip, which when anybody else picks it up, they're going to think it's completely uncontrollable, when actuality, it's just a higher sensitivity that you need and a little bit of understanding of the philosophy of its momentum, how it moves. So be working on that. It's one of the funnest weapons that there is, and you're going to get good with it if you keep practicing. So keep it up, and I'll see you soon.